Welcome, you guys. This is going to be a celebrity psychic twin flame reading. and I have decided to pick Beyonce and Jay-Z based off of the comments that I got on the last twin flame psychic reading I did for Chris Brown and Rihanna. So I definitely want to look at that. Again, you guys take it into consideration. This is for entertainment purposes only. Um, I am an intuitive and empath and a medium. I have made predictions before, but I don't like to do that typically unless I'm guided to. So this portion is just, for fun. I'll do this, okay? If you're familiar with the twin flame energy, um, if you're not, I would look it up, but take into consideration that there's a lot of theories of what it is. Basically, it's a new age spin of soulmates. I mean, I would say that there's a divine partner for everyone whom you're meant to be with and whatnot. So just be careful of the things that you read online about what this is and what it isn't. Basically, what I'm looking into, what guidance we can get, whether or not Jay-Z and Beyonce are divine partners, which I do feel that they are. Like, they were meant to be together. Like, it was spiritually orchestrated that way for them to be together in this lifetime. So that's what we're looking at. All right, so I'm going to shuffle these cards. It may take me a while to do this, so I will pause the video and I'll be right back. Okay, I hope the lighting is better and you can see the cards. So I've shuffled all of the cards here. So I'm going to start with their synergy. So the synergy that they have number 4, authority. I thought this was kind of strange because I'm a fan. I wouldn't say fan because it sounds like a fanatic, but I do like them, so I do follow them. So I know that both of them are born on the 4th. Their daughter's name Ivy plays a part in the Roman numeral 4, I believe. So that's kind of strange that this major arcana comes up. So they do have some synergy with that number 4. 4, if you study numerology, is about foundations, building. It's a builder number. It's one of the master numbers, the law 44 that comes up. This is the emperor. So for me, this energy, their synergy is that they're both emperor or empress. So I'm already getting a counterpart energy already, but they do share this authoritative type of energy. They're very powerful individuals. Together it's a powerhouse. So the 4 for me also looks like the number 1111, which is like portal, which can also represent divine partnerships together. So it's like a powerhouse energy. It amplifies. The 1 amplifies times 4. So that's kind of strange that card comes up. So there is already that deep connection. If you look here, there's 2 pillars behind this man. So the authority figure can be the divine, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. And these 2 pillars represent them, which is already like a partnership, something divine standing behind them. The attraction level on Beyonce's part, her attraction to Jay-Z, she has number 4, discontentment and boredom. Her attraction level to him is at a 4. So for her, it's kind of like, it's not too passionate. It's like, I'm stable here with this. Like, at some point, it can be too boring for her. I'm getting. Like, he could be too bland for her, and that's kind of strange because he's a Sagittarius. Sagittarius men they're not the type to keep you bored. But something about him is kind of boring, but she finds stability within that. There is a little bit of discontentment every now and then if he's not able to meet the needs that she wants to bring in whatever she's looking for, if it's passion, if it's some type of excitement or playfulness that she's looking for or would like. Because Beyonce seems like a very playful type of person kind of has like an inner child energy. So if he is older in age, but if he is acting his age compared to her, it could be a little bit boring. So her attraction to him is kind of subtle, it's kind of low. For him, it's strange. He has his attraction level is the New Beginnings Major Arcana card, 0. So his attraction level to her, I'm getting, it's like it's ever changing. It's like he doesn't know who or what he's getting with her. So he's attracted to her, but there's some times where he's not, because it's like she could switch any minute. Like there's something about her that's ever changing. So it's like, I don't know what woman I'm getting today or tomorrow or next week. She's just different. And that would make sense, because if you follow Beyonce throughout the years, she's evolved in some way. Like she still has certain aspects that's herself, but she does not stay the same. You don't know what type of person you'll get the next album later. She's someone different. Okay. So it's kind of like inconsistency. So he might or may not like that at times. It just depends. It's ever changing. Because it's this childlike energy that plays into it. The Fool card is usually a younger energy. So it can play a part about that as well. It's kind of like a child that plays dress up or has an imaginary life. They play different roles. So it's kind of like that for him. As far as what draws them towards each other or what drew them together, Beyonce has Rest and Rejuvenate. So there is this peacefulness that she has, and there is that number 4 again. So for her, there is this balance that her higher self kind of already seeks, kind of like her higher self pulls her towards him. She finds this peace with this person. It's like a stability, a peace of mind when I'm with them. Like an understanding, like we understand each other, we get each other. There's something solid here on a mental level that he gets, he understands. For him, what draws him to Beyonce, he has the 8 of Power. So it's like the Strength card. So what draws them, or what draws him in? There's this powerful pull towards one another. He's a very powerful energy as well. He's like this strong authority figure. This kind of is his energy as the emperor, the masculine aspect of it. So it would make sense that that's what kind of ties into it, this authority, this power, this powerhouse energy, looking at one another as though the infinity symbol comes up. So it's like this never ending connection that we have is very powerful. It's very strong. I see an empire with you. This energy comes back again, like this Roman Empire or building some type of throne. He has that energy about him, and so does she. So emperor and empress type of energy. They're a powerhouse together. That's what draws him in. It's like he divinely sees that. Or she also divinely sees that. That being a major arcana, there's something divine about that. So what is it that they contribute to the relationship or the connection that they share? What Beyonce contributes is passion ignited. So she's a Virgo. They're very passionate. They're very hardworking. They like to see the fruition of their labor. So she puts a lot of effort and dedication into her life. So it's no different than her marriage. So what she contributes to the relationship is a lot of power. A lot of passion as well. It's coming out of her heart chakra. So if something is dear to her heart, if something, she has her heart set on something or someone, she's very dedicated to it. She's dedicated to the result of what it could be or what it's going to turn out to be. She has a vision in her heart. There's a desire there. So she's going to act on that desire. Okay, she's very passionate. So her career, her family, her love life is no different. If it's a part of her, she's passionate. She fights for it. She puts a lot of energy into it. Her heart chakra is invested in it. What he brings in is rejoice and celebration. So he does bring in this this happy life, this happy joy at times, a celebration. I'm like getting a round table of people that all connect together. They all share something in common. They have a genuine love for each other. It could be family or it could be friends who are like family. So he's very social. He's like a person like how do you say this? Like the life of the party, or he's a hostess. He's a good hostess. He makes everyone feel welcome, feel at home. This gentleman type of energy that he brings in. So it's like he brings in this celebratory energy. He might have a lot of friends compared to her, but these friends are like family. So therefore they make her feel like family, or he brings in um a round table of people that he's very connected to in some way that helps her as well, because she's very heart-centered, very heart-based person. So that works for her. Okay. So what is the divine lesson for Beyoncé in this connection? She has the 6 victory and success. So her divine lesson in this connection is following her guidance and following her heart and being victorious and successful in her dreams and her desires. Like, this relationship is no different. I feel like this was a part of a vision that she had for her life, to have a partner that can stand next to her as her divine complement, whether she places it as such, or someone that I'll meet my match and have a successful life, a happy home life, a successful career. These are a part of the passions that she's had in her heart. She feels like this is something that resonates with her. So the lesson for all of this, or connecting with this person, is to follow my heart always. What resonates with me? What is harmonized to me? And finding success and joy within that, living out these things that I enjoy or that I want in my life or that I feel I deserve. Because it's the same energy kind of here between them. It's got the same color. They're purple. It looks like the third eye chakra for me. So it's like she has a vision in her heart's desire that I'm going to accomplish this. So that is a lesson that she must learn, is to follow her joy, to follow her heart, her visions, to make those things come to beingness. I feel like she's a heavy manifester too. For him, for Jay-Z, his divine lesson within this connection is truth. So this is a major arcana. There's spiritual truths within this. He's got to learn something way more spiritual than Beyoncé, I feel, when it comes to this connection. Almost all of his cards that he has alone is major arcana. Because this is a masculine energy, as a synergy, he plays a very important role in this. I do remember reading something where it says when Jay-Z first saw Beyoncé, he knew she was his wife, or he wanted her to be his wife, or she was the one, or something along those lines. And he had to wait for her because she was too young. So that, to me, is like, he already knew something. He already saw something within her that was divine, or this divine vision of what it could be or what it was. So his lesson is, he does have to follow his spirit's truth, his soul's calling. I feel like he has to learn a lot about himself. As a Sagittarius, they're very self-educational. They seek knowledge and wisdom. They like to study, learn different things. They like to travel, explore, experience. So I feel like this was something no different than that he had to study and see it for what it was. Get some type of wisdom out of this connection, if that makes sense. It's kind of hard to explain. It's like he knew she was a part of his journey. The attraction level is also, she's ever interchanging. He doesn't know what he's getting, but at the same time, it's a part of a journey that he had to start. This is more because he, like, if you know the dynamics of twin flames, then there's that runner chaser, or there's the awakened, what they call the awakened twin, and the sleeping twin. Jay-Z would be the one that's aware first, if that makes sense. So his lessons are a little bit harder on this journey than it is Beyonce's. Okay. So how is this lesson affecting Beyoncé now? She has 7 patience and planning. So she's always continuing to work on her heart's desires. She's very patient with it. She knows that within time, what I'm wanting to manifest will come, because she's already learned that I could have success in things that my heart is set on. So it's like she's not rushing the process with the next endeavor or the next desire she has. She believes that she can have it all. And it's this connection that she's learning affects that success. It's like through this person, I'm elevating even higher with my manifestation. I'm already a powerhouse on my own. It's like they already know. And I feel like we, as onlookers of this connection, even though we don't know their personal life, just by looking at them, we know that they're powerful together. They're a power couple. That's always been said. And I feel like she knows that divinely, that they are a powerhouse together. So she has patience. She plans for her next endeavors, her business projects, whatever she wants personally in her life. She has patience, divine timing with that. She has that wisdom with success and how to build it and how to bring it about. How he's being affected by his lesson with the connection is heartache and loss. So it's like he's seeing the truth of his life story, his relationships, the things that he's had to deal with in his life in relation to this connection. It's like from all of that, I built this, I've created this. So the things that I've had a lot of struggles in the past. I've lost this person. I've had to deal with the naysayers, the no's, the lows. It's like I've created something much broader, much bigger, much more well-deserved, and much more of a value from this space, if that makes sense. So for instance, if all I know all my life is that someone told me that I can never be this person. I can never um, be the first female to do this or that, that was impossible. And you will never accomplish that. From that space, I create this innovative idea and I create what I really want in life, the avenue to get there, visions of who I want to be, what I want to experience, how I can take this thing to the next level. So for him, if someone told him that you will never be a businessman because of your background, you could never be with a woman like that because you look like this or you come from here, he created out of that space something divine or something that he truly wanted. He's accomplished many things from his heartache and loss. That's what the effect of this lesson was. He had to learn the truth of what he can accomplish or who he could be through this person, through Beyoncé, through this connection. All right, so the divine lesson that they must learn together, they have 7 stand your ground. So they have to, the things that they desire that is divinely meant for them or where they want to be in life, where they want to go, learning together is through this other person. They show me that I can make these things happen. I don't really need this other person to do that, but they show me that I can make this happen. I can stand in my truth and in my heart's desires and manifest and create what I want. Be the person I want to be. It's like this is a divine connection. I'm already getting that already. Whether it's a soulmate or what people call twin flame, there's already this divine connection already that I see and I feel. So I'm going to pull from the major arcanas. I've got some major arcanas here, and I'm going to shuffle them to see what I get, just to validate or confirm. See what Spirit says. If this is a divine partnership or not. What is the dynamic between these two individuals, Beyoncé Knowles and Shawn Carter? What is the dynamic between them? We have the Wheel of Fortune. So this talks about destiny and fate. So this connection's absolutely divinely orchestrated and fated. Very much so. It has its ups and downs, of course. It's ever changing, the connection, but nonetheless, it is divinely meant to be what it is. They are meant to be in each other's lives, obviously. Just want to look at one more thing. Okay, so the fate of this relationship, there's some type of temptations that are in the way or can get in the way of the relationship that can break the harmony between it. There is rumors, or has been rumors, that they were about to divorce, they're about to split up because of some cheating. Her album kind of indicates that her latest album kind of indicates that there was some type of infidelity going on. So that could be an issue within the connection, the fate of it. There's some type of lower level, lower vibration desires could be coming from him that he has to fight. And it's a major arcana, so it's a divine thing. Can you stand your ground? There's a lot of 7, so there's divine energy here. Can you avoid this? Can you turn the other cheek against these temptations? So it's like Spirit is kind of testing this. Can you stay determined? Can you stay on course? Can you stay on the path that you're on and stand your ground? That is their divine lesson. Can they stand their ground in this connection with each other? So there's going to be temptations here and there. It could be coming from the masculine side, which is Jay-Z's side. But do you have enough willpower to sustain yourself or to move past that, to turn the other cheek, to be strong? Because again, he's got a lot of lessons to learn. He has a lot of major arcanas on his side. All right, you guys. So that was the reading. I do hope you've enjoyed this reading. Make sure to comment below if there's a couple you'd like for me to look at for next week's reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. Send you guys lots of love, lots of light, and a happy new year. Peace.